Hey Carlo, I'm out at the site again. Um, they're supposed to close on this lot next week. I was just at the city of Lake Mary. We are not able to take down any trees until we have an arbor permit, and that is done at the time of building permit. So all we can do is really come and mow down the weeds to make it look better. You know, this pond looks okay. I just don't know if it adds value or not. I'm walking down here. I suppose at some point this gets wet up here. Somebody's drawn water out of it at some point for some reason. You can see there. I just don't know if it gives us enough room. It's such a big part of the lot. I just don't know if it gives us room to build. You can see how close the traffic is. It'd kind of be nice to get the house set back as far away from Country Club Road as possible. I'm going to walk around here again. I wish we would have asked the sellers to come out here and cut down these weeds. It does look like we can use the road to the side for our driveway, so we would not have the extra cost of cutting in a driveway from Lake Mary Boulevard. But even these dead trees we cannot take down. The pond is fine, but it just has such a big footprint on the lot. And when we get to this side of the pond, how much room do we have for the house? We don't want it to sit. I wouldn't think we'd want it too close to Lake Mary Boulevard. And so it's difficult to say. Looks like we have a nosy neighbor coming out to see what I'm doing out here. I'll say hello to them. So, even maybe some of these big pines we end up keeping, I don't know. But I'll write in an email what I found out about the setbacks for the building and so forth. But you can see we're right. That's how close we are to the road. I just don't know that there's going to be room to keep that pond. It gets really low here. Anyway, that's my perspective. I wanted to come out and take another look at the pond anyway to see if it visually added any value to the property. Or see if there's any fish in there or whatever. It would be good for storm water runoff. I'm going to call that one builder that you mentioned. I'm going to bring that dirt guy out here that you mentioned. Let me just see if the neighbors would mind if I walk on their lot for a minute. They may not like that. But you can see, the road's right there past that power line. I don't know. And then the other thing is somebody's going to want to build a pool probably, or at least have the option of building a pool. right, well, I don't really know the purpose of this other than to have a better look at that pond. Apparently, according to the city, that was used to generate fill dirt for that house on the very back to bring their building pad up to elevation. I don't know if there's any more dirt that we could get out of it, but my sense is it will have to be filled. But when I bring that dirt guy out that you recommended, I will try to get an estimate on that price to fill that. I'll come out here and walk it with him, and we'll see what happens. Well, this time of year, all the crepe myrtles are in bloom. They're such a pretty tree in all different colors here. I wonder if you have those over in San Marino. All right. I think those trees there came from across the way after a hurricane. They dumped them on this lot, and then we'll have to get rid of them. But anyway, all these standing trees would have to stand. If your goal was to fill this in, scrape it off, get rid of the trees, and have it presentable as a building lot, that's not going to happen. All we could do is cut the grass down like this, and all the trees would have to remain. Even the dead ones, if they don't pose a danger, even the dead ones have to stay. Okay, I'll talk soon.